You went with the crew neck though.
I
So
did.
I got the hoodie, but
I did go with the crew neck. But you know what, though? Same color. Like you said, we were a couple of plain white tee guys the other day, and now look at us. Who would have
just
thought?
funny how that happened.
Who would have
Josh,
thought?
we got 30 minutes of hard hitting action today.
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves?
You're Andrew.
You're Josh.
Stop. Put together.
We are
Dads.
who? We're a
Swing. So good.
couple things. So I want to get to Beethoven, and I think my classical music hack. But first, I got to apologize. I've seen the light. I'm back. I'm back swinging. There was
Yeah.
I was deviating a little. I had my eye on that assault bike a little too much, putting almost too much work in, and I came back because of a head cold. Like assault bike and not being able to breathe normally, not a good
Bad combo.
yeah, not a good mix. And so this week I was like, you just got to let your lungs recover here, pal. And I've been on pills and feel really good. Feels really nice again.
I'm picturing that scene like in The Hangover when they're driving in the car and like, we are back.
We are so back.
We're so back.
We're so back.
What was like the best moment when you're doing it? And you're like, this is right. What was your aha? This is right moment.
Probably yesterday. Like
Yeah.
I just blew myself up last week on the assault bike when I came home from my work trip. So much so that I was coughing for like a full day. Like I went to bed coughing, I woke up coughing, and I'm like, dude, you're not feeling well. You shouldn't be pushing it like this. Then I did one bell workout. I think I texted you right away, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is great. But then yesterday I had a very early morning on the road, so I'm down there at like 5:30, and I just start light, kind of going through first set warm up deal. And then by the fourth, fifth set, I'm like sweating and I'm moving and I feel good. And I think that's just it. They're just so accessible.
Dude, you got a pep in your step right now. I could tell, even though we're sitting down, I could tell.
But yeah, yeah. Well, I just finished one too. Little slower moving today because I didn't have to leave my house at 6:30 in the morning. And,
Hmm.
um, so I kind of laid in bed a little bit. Whoops. But but
That's
I
okay because
I got the endorphin rush. Whereas when I would do the morning yogas, I'm still kind of like, kumbaya, Josh.
yeah,
Talk to my third eye. Now I'm just like, oh, then I don't have time for three eyes. I just got two. Let's move.
that's right. You're using what the universe gave you. I like it. I love it. I, on the other hand, when my alarm went off at 4 a.m., decided I was not gonna go and swing the bells this morning, and stayed in bed for another 40 minutes.
Sometimes we're still gray shirts, you know, in bed pity party, and I don't even know. I just felt so cozy in there today. So I like happens.
Man, I'm so happy for you though. This is awesome. Like I love when you do step away from something and you're trying something else, but then you go back to your first love, your passion, and I can tell it's doing its job for you. That's for sure.
Well, sometimes too, like there was some exercise I was seeing. I was still watching, the Asgooch and the Patty Diamano. We should probably have those guys on. We should try to get
No, yeah, maybe I'll just reach out to him.
just message them. Worst thing they
Hey,
can.
man, I'm Josh. He's Andrew. We're with Dad's Way. You probably listen to us. So, Goocher, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah,
Diamano.
yeah. Come be Demano over here.
I
But
love that.
but they were doing
Uh,
weird stuff, and then I was like, I'll just try it. And that's the other part about the kettlebell too. It's like you can move in different planes of motion. You know,
mhm.
like you can do some twisting action, you can do some rotation. Where it's like it's really hard to do that with the barbell. So
Yeah.
the weights don't have to be crazy, but you're moving in this other plane, and you're like, okay, I actually feel semi athletic here.
Well, yeah, especially if you're using a barbell, like you just need so much space, right? And even dumbbells, you don't get like the same full like offset or rotation that you would with like with the kettlebell either, right? Just nature of the handle and the shape and everything. So
I
I love
feel
it.
I feel more athletic after I work out, which is I think important. It's one thing to
Yeah.
feel athletic when you're doing the workout, but after when I'm pretending to be Dada Wolf or Dada Tiger and we're playing chase on all fours,
And
I
you're
feel
like, you know what I just did down there? I will catch you.
I will catch you. I'm a pretty ferocious tiger.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw what I was doing throwing bells around.
Ah, It's
But
good.
here's my question: when you say you went down to start light, that obviously lasted the first round only, right? And then straight to the big boys, or what?
Well, yeah, but that's the beauty of it too. It's just like it's so hard to start initially, no matter what time of day it is. So you just start. You're like, okay, whatever. Like I'll just do it. You pick it up, you throw it around. You're moving, grooving, and then all of a sudden you're like, actually, I feel okay. But even, and we've said this before, even the heavy stuff ain't actually that heavy. So you can kind of go hard and you can go heavy, but you feel fine after. Like you feel fine. That's what I mean. You feel athletic after you've worked out.
I think that'd be a great slogan for kettlebells. Kettlebells. It ain't heavy, ain't that heavy.
Ain't that heavy,
It
but it
ain't
feels
that
heavy.
heavy, but it works. Okay, our friend Beethoven. We had a quick chat with you just yesterday. You sure you don't mean the dog?
I mean, nothing wrong with the dog. The dog is a class. I can't see a Bernese or a Saint Bernard and not think of Beethoven. And I know those are two different breeds, but both to me are
That's where
dog.
your head goes.
Um, but I was stumbling around my head the other day, and I was getting worried about what I was consuming. Because what you consume is how you think is how you become and how you behave.
I love how deep you are.
And one part I was like, man, maybe what you're consuming. I was judging others hard, and I was like, maybe what you're consuming is a little too pumped up. And I don't mean like the Flow Rida and the Bad Bunny and stuff, but there's only so much of that I can listen to. And so I was walking taking the pup out, walking in the woods, and I was like, bro, throw some Beethoven on, because he was mentioned in that Ryan Holiday book, and I was like, just throw some Beethoven on. Like you like it. It's actually good stuff. It kind of like makes you anyway. So focused,
Just hypered in.
hyper locked in. I was like, wow, this is really nice. Also, I am guilty of listening to my phone at on speaker mode.
You're that
And
guy in public.
yeah, but if I'm in the woods, here's the thing though. If I'm in the woods, I don't want something in my ears. I want to be able to hear if there's a dog or a yote around just in case,
Yep.
or
You're scanning for threats. You got to be out there.
just so I can recall my dog before it gets going. But it's pretty serial killer to come upon somebody in the woods listening to Beethoven at full blast.
I know if I was in the serial killing world, I probably would leave that guy alone.
If you're a serial killer and you see that person, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But if you're not, and you think you're like you just run up to somebody in the woods and he's listening to Beethoven full blast, I'd be like leaving that guy alone too.
Yeah, this guy is the serial killer now.
That's that. Anyway, I'm full into Beethoven. I come home doing some admin work, so I had it kind of going in the background. Doing the kitchen cleanup, have it going in the background. Wife goes, she's like, I got to shower tonight. I'm like, yeah, okay, for sure. Go shower, before we get the kids ready for bed. Take your time. Um, the kids are like all jazzed up. They want to play. And I'm like, no, there's a bed full of laundry we have to fold. So I just put Beethoven on. I don't say anything to them. And I just go start folding the laundry. Dude, next thing I know, they're both on the bed with me. They're helping. Like my
Yeah,
son's doing something. My daughter's just ripping everything we folded. But 10, 15 minutes of pure bliss. Like we're talking, we're chatting, we're kind of playing around a little bit, but they were done. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's Beethoven.
there we go. We're Dad's Who Symphony now.
And so I've moved, I've progressed. I mean, it sounded like, here's my culture to hear. It sounded like I was listening to the same song over and over again. So then I just, like every song was the same song as the first song, which I really liked. But now I got the 100 most popular classical music. But okay, so here's the other thing. Now that's what I've been listening to when I'm working out. How how close am I to having a mental breakdown, Josh?
Wait, you're listening to like Bach and Mozart and Beethoven while you're working out?
Yeah, dude. So should I
Na
be
na 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 na. Like,
dude,
dude,
that's
you're on the precipice. I can tell you that right now. You're flirting
I
with the edge of the cliff.
that's
What is happening right now?
it feels so good, and then I'm like, should I be concerned?
Yes, I think you should.
Like, is my nervous system that stimulated that this is the only thing that brings me back to normal now? Like, what's going on?
Symphony number nine or seven, whichever one's your favorite. I don't know, but I mean, we obviously have two different brains because when you said Beethoven, immediately I'm like dog movies. Yes, Airbud, Homeward Bound. Let's get into these. But I will admit one thing too here that I haven't told you before is when I'm at work and I have like you said like an administrative task I really got to do. I'll throw on. Now it's not like Beethoven or Mozart. I'll do like top 40 music, but piano covers of it, like just piano instrumental
Okay.
and and yeah, dude, it's like a limitless pill. It just zeroes you in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that's the power of music. Going back to originally why I switched it was you subconsciously go to the zone that the music puts you into. So if you're listening to like antsy, angry, anxious kind of guitar, drums, or just mixers, then that's what you're going to kind of feel. But if you're something about the musical timing of classical music probably just lends itself better to focus work,
yeah, probably for sure.
which is wild when you think about today's concerts and you're listening to like the go go go, and that's why everyone's all fired up. That means back in the day when they were going to these symphonies, everyone in the crowd was just so focused.
Yeah, well, it's aristocratic as well, right?
But they after 3 hours, they're like, oh, hyper focused. Like,
Or were they like, dude, he's playing it, hitting the guy beside him. He's doing the da 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 song. This is it. It's here.
this
We're
guy.
listening to it in real life, just getting jacked up, moshing down in the front.
I wonder. I mean, at what point were they able to record music and then play it back too? Probably not right away. So they would have no other way of listening to that once they left the concert hall.
Just word, yeah, just word of mouth to it, and just like you're gonna be blown away by this guy.
Dude, let's go to like a music fest back in the day.
Let's do it. Are we time traveling now?
Like,
That's where
kid,
we're gonna go. You're not
back.
gonna go buy stocks in Google or Microsoft or a Bitcoin.
I think a music fest back in the day would be pretty.
I mean, if you had unlimited time, it'd be pretty cool to go find something weird like that. Just be like, no, we're hitting this up.
We're just gonna do this. Yeah, hey, we're from the future.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. You
You
guys heard
just
of kettlebells? We're pretty good at them.
Yeah, do you have any? Does this hotel have a gym?
Hello, bar wench. Is there in the stable? Is there a kettlebell?
You just got to make sure you don't get the plague.
That would be very unfortunate.
Hmm.
Could we just avoid that time frame, or there's no way? Is that it's overlapping?
I don't know. We'd probably want to look into that too. They
Yeah, we
travel,
should do some
travel.
research.
Yeah, travel. Ask the government if they have any travel advisories for.
We'll go back into the '90s or the early 2000s. There, ask Jeeves what he thinks,
Hmm.
then travel back further.
Jeeves would know.
Jeeves would know, that smart butler fella.
What did you want to talk about dog movies?
Well, just well, I wish we did more of them now. Like we don't do movies like that with animals really anymore, do we?
Probably so hard to do that the CGI animation is way easier to produce. Can you imagine trying to dude shoot Airbud? Like how many takes did they need to do?
I don't know, but that guy could own a court.
That's what I mean. Like they were doing different scenes. They were doing house scenes. They were doing
Well, you
basketball.
got to think too. He could be very well trained, but at the end of the day, he's also a dog.
That's what I mean.
So yeah,
Uncontrollable. Like he's not meant to shoot basketball. So how many times
no, he's
moved
not
around?
meant to shoot movies for like 17 hours. Oh my God, you just said it right there. The nose, right? You're not gonna be hitting 3 pointers with bang booping off his nose,
Well, he also needs some rest. He can't be doing 50 takes of the same shot.
just draining threes
And
from outside the key.
and kids, like a ton of kids too, and like all the basketball scenes. So it's like you got to coordinate them and make sure they're splaying themselves all over the court properly and running up and down and have the right expressions. And or maybe you just don't give a heck and you're like, whatever, we're shooting this and this is Tom's idea and it'll sink or swim, whatever.
Buddy, I'm getting stressed right now just thinking about this movie.
Homeward Bound would be a tough one too.
Yeah, but at least for Homeward Bound, for the most part, it's like just like the dogs and the cat,
Yeah.
right? Like there are scenes obviously where the whole family's together or they're coming across humans, but like for the most part, it's just You got the three amigos there, the three animals out in the woods doing their thing.
And I mean, probably not the first movie to do voiceovers, but that would
I guess
be
that's another thing, right? Because yeah, in Homeward Bound they did voiceovers, but in like Beethoven or Airbud, they never there was no
it.
voiceovers, right?
Yeah, he didn't talk. He was just a dog.
Well, maybe they saved some time on that one.
You can't be too ridiculous here, Josh. He's not a talking dog. He's a
That's
basketball.
true. Not talking dog who's all American varsity athlete.
Yeah, it takes the losing team all the way to state.
They got him on hockey. He's doing track and field, basketball.
I know he did football. He did the hockey one, or was that the monkey that did hockey?
I think Airbud on hockey or Airbud on ice was a like that was like a spoof, like a gag reel about it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there was a monkey on ice.
I feel like there was. Yeah, there was a
I feel like
monkey on.
there should have been like back then when like that this whole thing was going with animal movies with outrageous plots.
Well, they probably tried casting a dog on ice, and they're like, "There's no way we could get it on skates." And then skates around a dog without skates just seems super dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. But and honestly, like, yeah, the dog's got four. You'd have four legs, like four skates going. But what do you? You're not getting that much speed, not that much momentum. You're not have
Well,
that
in that
push from the hip.
in that same breath, too. Yeah, the dog wouldn't be able to move on skates. But even that same breath, I mean, a monkey on skates is just as weird too.
And honestly, a lot of their habitat won't. You wouldn't overlap with ice.
Well, where are they exposed to the
Yeah.
city cosmos of the
I
world?
know, I know from watching Creature Cases, which if you guys aren't on that yet, you should hop on the Creature Cases on Netflix. It's not bad. It's pretty cool. You learn some stuff. There are some monkeys, or I guess they're more like orangutans,
Yeah.
that live in cold climates that enjoy like natural hot springs. Some in like I think it's like Western Asia or Eastern. I think it's Eastern Asia, so Southeastern. So who knows? Maybe they're out there skating and we didn't know. They got like an orangutan league going on.
We need to get you a map.
I mean, Asia's pretty big. It's a big continent.
I know that's why there's a big difference between east and west.
Well, I don't think it was. I don't think it was west. I'm pretty sure it had been southeast.
Okay, so on the
You know
ocean,
what? I'm locking it in. Southeast,
Southeast Asia.
the mountain range of Southeast Asia.
Okay, the cold part of Southeast Asia.
But you guys should get on the Creature Cases train if you're not. Like, it's actually not a terrible watch at all for adults. Like, it's pretty good, and I think it'd make an awesome like retro style video game too.
Um,
I'll
Zabu
send them a letter.
the Boomafoo has popped up a couple times for us.
What is that?
You never watched the Boomafoo or saw
Oh yes, yeah. From like YTV, like Treehouse, way back when.
the lemur
Yeah, he had
thing?
the black and white tail.
That's a weird show too when you really get down to it. Like they had this lemur again. What could happen? Every day at work is a new adventure, possible disaster happening. Hopefully never did, but let's
Hopefully, it was the same lemur from the start to finish.
hopefully it was. But even still, I think it wasn't a sloth, it was a lemur because it could move pretty quickly.
Yeah, he jumped or he hopped pretty good. He had some hops.
But what if it just goes rogue
I mean, it's pretty small. After like, it's going to injure at least two people for sure before they can like get it under control.
or break
But
camera? You know what I mean? It's like that's one of those things that they did that without telling their insurance companies.
and all of a sudden, boom! There's just like four seasons of a show.
Yeah, yeah. The
But
producer.
Zaboomafoo, he jumped around. Did he help them like solve things, or was he like what was his deal?
I think sometimes they did. I mean, I haven't really watched it. Like it just kind of popped up, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, I remember that." And sometimes they would use the real lemur, and sometimes they would use like a marionette version of it.
That's true. Maybe he was having a bad day.
That's the part too. It's like, oh, he's not coming out of his trailer.
Yeah. Old Zaboom ain't coming out today.
Uh, we
What about Wishbone? Do you remember Wishbone?
I do
Were
remember like
you
the
yeah,
little not the what kind of
little Jack Russell Terrier or something like that?
yeah the mini Saint Bernese.
That's right. There's only two breeds to you,
Yeah,
right? And even though, we've both had golden retrievers, we that's not
That's not one of them. It's a Saint Bernard, or I call it a Saint Bernese, but you know what I mean.
Save for needs. But yeah, like Wishbone, he'd go around and get himself in these crazy little zany. But they'd be like timepieces, right? Like it'd be like Wishbone in medieval something, right? He'd be out there doing his medieval dog stuff.
I was gonna say you probably have to be super creative, but then at the same time, you probably don't have to be super creative to come up with this. You just take whatever TV show plot is out there, and then you just spin the main character into a dog.
Why aren't we doing this right now?
Make micro adjustments. Well, because it's so hard that we would actually need
Just write books about it instead.
just write books about it, or just learn how to CGI code, and
Do
it'll
you
be.
have like what would your favorite animal book be, Andrew?
Well, it's probably one of like the early like childhood books. I think there was
Like the one like the early one, like it was like Maui's Big Day or something.
that was a good one. Yeah, that was a.
That's one of your favorite ones. You should. I think you can find that somewhere, can't you?
You can still buy it on the old Amazons or Indigo as well.
Nice.
They fluctuate the prices there though, so I can never really track what's going down.
Look up Maui. How do you spell Maui? Is it Maui?
Yes,
Like the island?
like
Nice.
like the island.
Anyone listening out there, if your kids like animals, it's a good book.
I think so. I'm biased. We watched the spaceship launch last night.
Yeah, it was crazy watching that. Hey.
What a weird feeling.
I remember watching the first SpaceX one, and even yesterday, I'm like, is this gonna be an Apollo crash, or is it
That's,
gonna
well, that's what
like I was
so
had a rush going.
yeah, it's always in the back of your mind, like, God, what's going down? Is there a trajectory? Is this a bad trajectory, or is this just the camera angle?
It's funny because if I look at it with like my 2026 brain, because like we just is like because I watched it on like the CNN live one from it just because I was at work. I just threw it on my phone because someone's like, "Hey, it's on CNN," and it was like they just set up GoPros or cameras on tripods at different areas. And so like this is terrible. Like where's the guy who's far out? Like show me. Like I want to see this go up nice and slow because it's I always find that funny with rockets is you watch it on TV and it's like such a slow like takeoff for something you think it'd just be like I think it's cool though.
Well, I mean, it kind of has to be though, too, right? Like, think of the power it needs to go
No,
straight.
my brain rocket gone.
Yeah, no, it gets there, Josh. It gets there. But it's up. Like,
Straight up, like, and that's what we're saying at work. Like, we're sitting there and we're watching this all huddled around my desk. And I'm like, imagine being like the astronaut now, just literally just strapped in, like 90 degrees. Just, I hope this works and doesn't blow up.
you have like so much rocket fuel behind you, like
It's
under you.
insane.
Like, they're at the top, they're at the tip, and like there's just this massive amount of fire behind them, just
Hmm.
exploding out. But no, I had the same thoughts. I wonder if they took off yesterday before fuel prices went up, or the long
Have they been stockpiling their fuel since before this?
before the long weekend. Uh, and yeah, I mean, the other part too is just like, what, to your point though, on how slow they're going. If they were horizontal like a plane, they would be screaming down the run.
Yeah.
But they can't. I guess it's something with the rocket sciences that they got to go straight up. So,
And you know what? I'm not a rocket appliancist myself, so I don't know
no.
those things in the physical world, but
Someone asked me if the astronauts have other jobs. And I was like, no. They've been training for this for like 4 years. And
it's literally their life. They've
they're like
been
so dumb. And I'm like, but it takes, like, can you imagine the risk that
yeah.
these people are doing? 4 days. It takes 4 days to get to the moon.
Yeah, and then they gotta like fix stuff if it breaks out there too, right? Like you're on your own. You have to know that ship inside and out. And I've always liked the when you look at their training, like when they're in their pool sessions, I'm like that'd be cool. I want to see what the NASA pool looks like.
Can you imagine the pressure though? Like, in the
Like,
training sessions?
oh man, not at all.
What,
Do you remember?
like, you don't
Do you
want to be
remember?
the astronaut who's like letting the team down, right?
No, for sure. Because you know in all the movies, there's always that part in the training session too, right? Do you remember the one with Rocket Man, I think it is. Trying to think of what his name is.
No.
Harlan Williams. Harlan
Okay.
Williams.
Okay.
And it
I
was like an early 2000s like comedy movie where he goes to the moon.
yeah.
And just his I think he goes to the moon with a monkey. Man, those 90s, early 2000s, they're really animal heavy plots.
They were animal heavy. Um, and what a liability.
Sending a monkey to the moon or just in general their movies.
Sending the monkey to the moon.
I wonder if they put more animals back in movies if we our kids would like them more. I don't know.
Yeah, they could.
Real quick, we had a successful dance comp.
Yeah, how did the weekend go?
But we got 3 high golds and a diamond.
Again, you don't know how the scoring works, right?
I thought I did, and then they started handing out these like ascension awards for like ones that were really good, and like others. I'm like, I'm scared. I don't know what's happening here, but I know they rocked it, and I know it's funny. So my daughter got the 2 high golds and a diamond, which those are phenomenal scores, and then she's like, yeah, Dad. Well, maybe if we go really good, we're gonna get a gold. I think we're gonna try for gold. And I didn't have the heart to tell her that gold is a little. It's below the high gold, but in her mind, so like the high gold is purple, and the diamond is white. So she's like, yeah, but gold is always like that's the best one. So like you know what? In your 7-year-old brain, that makes complete sense.
My my brain makes the people who've come up with this scoring have got it completely twisted.
Buddy, there's platinum, there's high diamond sometimes, there's ascension awards. Like I love it. I don't even know what's happening. I just cheer as super loud as I can when everyone's just proud of themselves.
Is there still bronze and silver?
There's no bronze, but there's silver. There's silver, high silver. I don't know what that dance routine would look like, but I imagine they're at least having fun while they're doing it.
It's a way they've diluted traditional scoring.
And they just added their artistic flair to it, I guess, right?
And it's like, all right,
It's the
you
arts, my friend. It's the arts.
like, oh, we got silver. It's like, oh, cool, you came in second, and actually, it sounds like silver's last place.
I will say this, so like watching the dances, man, and especially like as the older kids come off or if they're doing like an acro style dance, they're huffing and puffing. I'm putting myself in their shoes because everyone's like, "Oh, it's just dance, whatever." You're up there just moving yourself around. The
What's
amount of
hard,
like up, down, and like holding yourself in certain positions, like, no, man, not for me. It's like a full Pilates workout up there for these kids.
dude? Think of yeah, just think of going hard for 45 seconds. Like actually, like hard, like you said, like you're not just like doing circles with your hands and chop steps with your feet. Even if you
No,
do, you're going hard for 45 seconds, you'll get a little red in the face.
yeah, man, no, and it was just like, yeah, these kids they're have practiced insane because not only are they doing that, but they're in sync and they're where they need to be on the stage in relation to their team too, right? Like it's not just up there doing the cha cha slide, right? Which great song by the way.
Good song. Not a workout song, not a focus song, because you
Gets the
undoubtedly
people going though
it
because
would
you're
be
gonna
a
slide to the right.
dishwashing song.
Yeah, crisscross.
Um,
It was
a lot,
awesome. It
lot,
was a
lot of
long,
pressure there.
exhausting weekend. Sorry.
A lot of pressure there too. You know, you don't like as talking about being the teammate. You don't want to let down, be
Yeah.
no one down in space. You also don't want to be the teammate letting everyone down when you're going for double platinum ascension.
Double Platinum Ascension and Distinction Award.
Yeah,
Exactly. No, and then and there was a couple of like adjudicator choice awards and that they won. I know they got most promising. They got the choreography award for for the studio owner, the instructor who did it, and then yeah, they're out there just having a blast, which is awesome. And then lots of time in the hotel pool, which is great.
well, you were saying it was a long weekend, but it sounds like you enjoyed the amenities as well.
Oh yeah, like it was a blast, but like all the parents, man, like we were all just redlining near the end. Like we can only imagine what the kids feel like. The
Mm.
ones that are actually up there dancing and changing and back and forth, and it was a really good time though. We have a couple weekends off here before we head up to the next ones. Pretty excited because the next one's got like a full on water park at the hotel. So
That's a big one.
People are talking. Let's just put it that way. People are talking. Nice gym. It's got a big water parks, and I think they're going to do a little bit of dancing somewhere in between all that stuff.
Like you said, you're there for early morning support, on call ability, and then after showtime, it's playtime.
Life of a dance dad, buddy. It's it's a tough one, right? The dance dad life. You don't choose it; it chooses you. But also the it was pretty fun too, like the having to get up and do the early morning runs and things to stay on top of that too.
Mm. Do
It
you
was getting tiring near the end.
are you good at sneaking out of your hotel room?
My girls are pretty good sleepers. Yeah, I don't really need to sneak too hard because the doors, no matter what, you can't quietly close a hotel door.
No,
I've never found one that you can.
no, that lock is so loud.
Yeah, but between like my runs and then just the moving around as much, like at the actual dance comp, like I'm putting in 15K, 16,000 steps in a day too. Like it was a grind.
You're not just sitting around.
No, not just sitting
Where
around.
do you put your clothes? I usually put my clothes in the bathroom for the night before.
So this one was good because we had the dance stuff. We got like a larger room that had like a separate living room as you walked
Okay.
in.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so that's where I threw all of like the workout gear and stuff. And I went to bed in my workout shorts, so just up. That's a key for me. If anyone's listening, they're like, "How do you get out of bed so early and go work out?" I'm already half dressed before.
Makes it
I just
easy.
have to go. Yeah, and then if I'm working out at home, I don't even put a shirt on, so just throw on socks and the shoes, and I'm good to go, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, except for today.
yeah. No, today didn't happen. I didn't sleep in my shorts, so that's where the problem was.
Uh, Josh, is that
But
30-minute mark? Anything else you want to touch on here? Or you be good?
we're good, buddy. I had a lot of fun this morning. It was good. I'm glad you're back in the bells. I'm now excited to go to work and throw on some Beethoven top 100 hits.
Dude, I even had out going through traffic yesterday, and I was like, this is fine, whatever.
Buddy, no, you got to stop that. You cannot make this is not your identity. I don't want you to snap. I care about
Gonna
you too much.
gonna spiral, starting to spiral.
Well, you know what? It's either that or it's you're listening to dragon smut books like me, right? So
Tough. It's
it's
tough.
a tough one.
It's tough
You know
one.
what? How about you just find something you enjoy, and as long as it's not hurting anybody, you go through with it, right?
That's good. That's a good place.
That's a great life lesson. Just don't hurt people, and then you can have fun. Be your weird self, and just don't hurt people.
Let your freak fly.
Let your freak flag fly. Absolutely. Well,
I'm Andrew,
I'm still Josh.
and together
We
are
dads
who
wing into the long weekend.